I actually have two things for you to guess. One is completely not related to the other.
Okay.
But I want you to guess what the board game I want to bite your finger is. At least the theme of the board game.
Well, first of all, let me say good to see you.
Oh, yes. Very, very. Yeah, no, it's good, dude. Shut up and guess the fucking game, dude. I'm talking about board games from the fucking... I got one from the 90s and I got one from the... I Want to Bite Your Finger.
Yeah.
It's from 1975.
Oh, wow.
And it still works. It's actually an amazing machine.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. And I actually... The more I've played it, the more I wanted to take it apart to see how it works, but I don't want to fuck up the game.
Okay. Well, first let me say this. I just got a dose of how possibly insane it feels when you start this podcast and we just rip right into the middle of it. Because normally we talk beforehand. Sure. But today we didn't have time to talk beforehand. We just jumped straight on the mic.
Straight up.
And then boom, right into the podcast. It's like
I didn't even spit on it, dude. I just fucking shoved it in, dude.
My hand hasn't even gone back to its own temperature after shaking your hand. I still have your hand temperature on my hand, and we're right into something.
It was very businesslike.
Yeah.
Sit down.
Yeah. So welcome back. Happy New Year.
Yes. Oh man, has it been?
We haven't even said Happy New Year to the people.
Have we not?
The funaholics and the funheads.
Wait a minute.
We've had episodes.
I was gonna say we did,
but we have not acknowledged.
Oh well, Happy New Year, everybody!
How we did it again.
20
as a group.
We made it to the new year.
We haven't even acknowledged it.
2020. Did you think honestly? When you were a kid,
yeah.
Did you even have a concept of 2026? Did you think we were gonna make it to 2026 as as a society, as a planet, as a people? Did you think we were gonna go this far into because it is the future? Yeah. I think it's so crazy. We are living in the future.
I didn't have anything specifically about 2026. Had some thoughts on 2020 as a kid. Some thoughts on 2030 as a kid. I was born in 1980.
Yeah.
So I turn a zero every time there's a zero.
That's right.
Right? So obviously 40.
Sure.
As a kid, you're like, man, when I'm 40, I'll be an adult.
Now, did you think when you were a kid, did you have projections of what you thought your life would be?
I mean, it depends on when we say a kid, what age are we talking about? Because they were different. Because you got to keep
10 years old. 10 years old. You're 10. You're thinking about being 40 in the future, maybe, or what you can. When you were 10, did you consider 40 like a straight up like old adult, or did you think like 25 was an adult or something like that?
Well, you got to keep in mind that when I was 10, my mom was 30.
Oh, yeah, all right.
So
yeah, all right.
40 seemed old
I guess we got to think about it. I guess we do have to think about that.
When I was 10, 40 was like 10 years older than my mom.
Yeah,
that's
geriatric.
It was ancient.
That's fucking old, dude.
Also, 10 for me was BWQ.
BWQ.
Yeah, it was before White Queens.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So my idea of what my world could be in the future it was very limited.
Sure. I got you.
Until
I
dated my first white lady.
But when you were 10, how did you think, or at least, because I remember being a kid and like, I loved like, as now, when I was a kid, I loved movies. I loved sci-fi movies. And I loved when they would travel to the future. I liked the idea. Instead of going to the past, I liked the idea of going into the future. Or like movies that took place, not just like 7 years from now, like 2095. It's like 2136, like shit like that, where it was like so far off, where I was like, I wonder how this would even be. Are they on the right track? Is this a possibility? Dude, I would do that.
You know how like in 80s and 90s movies, especially if it was like some sort of movie where kids went on mystical and magical adventures.
Sure.
in the first 10 minutes of the movie, they were always showing that even though the parents were together, they didn't really pay attention to the kids.
No, they had no idea what was going on.
And it was like it wasn't a broken home, but it was a home that was breaking.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Cracked home.
A cracked home.
Cracked.
Right?
It was a crack house.
I was hoping that I could have that.
Just a cracked home.
A cracked home. One day I could have like a smoking hot wife that I never pay attention to.
You're very ignorant to your kids going on.
Yeah.
You ask how their day was, but you don't care.
I'm not even listening.
You have your own.
Dude, I'm lawyering in my mind.
You're sitting in an easy chair, like yeah, yeah, okay.
And then I have to like ask my kid when his birthday is. And it's the day after my birthday, and I never remember it.
Your kid comes like, I'm going over to Jeff's. Who's Jeff?
Who's Jeff?
What? And then your wife's like, you've met Jeff. And you're like,
I've met Jeff?
The fat kid?
Oh, my brother's son.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Our kid plays with him?
He's still doing stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know. You didn't know how many like sports he was involved in. You kept missing games.
Dude, I thought those kids in those cracked homes were the luckiest kids ever.
They did exist in their own way.
They had both parents,
straight up,
but they could pretty much get away with whatever they wanted.
Yeah, like
no one was monitoring them. And they had a sick house.
We did really romanticize just neglect.
Right?
We really did. We did.
Praying for neglect.
Loved it, dude.
If I could just have a neglected family, I'll have it made.
Dude, I remember being a kid and watching like The Goonies.
Yeah.
And being like, when they were gone for literally hours on end.
I think days.
They might have been multiple days. And at no point in time, their parents show up at the end. They're like, "Oh, thank God you're all right."
Yeah,
but like they're not.
But they only showed up because they heard about a commotion on the beach.
Yeah,
they weren't even looking for their kids. They just happened to run into their kids.
Dude, them just coming over and be like, "Where are the kids?" Yeah, they're out.
Yeah. Who knows?
They'll be back.
Who knows?
We have bigger fish to fry.
Yeah.
The house is going to be foreclosed on.
We have to balance our checkbook. We have to do our taxes.
Don't get it. I worked all fucking day.
We have to sign contracts on the backs of other human men. It's like...
We just hired a Spanish nanny. How are we affording this?
We gotta.
We don't know what we're doing. We have no idea where these children are.
So I didn't really... when I would imagine, so the worlds that I would imagine myself in would be fantastical worlds like The Last Action Hero.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Yeah,
that's a great world to live in.
I think that's when I look back on my childhood, when I look back on the TV worlds that I would want to live in the most, it always comes back to The Last Action Hero.
I mean, it's one of those things where I still do. I can't say that I don't anymore. I'd be lying if I don't like wish for some absurd, fantastical thing to happen to me, where I then have to be like, I guess I have to do. Like, I'm not only am I in a fantastical thing, I'm forced to see it to the end.
Yeah.
To then either save or kill something or someone.
Well, that's
one
of the reasons that I stay in pretty decent shape.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be ready.
Yeah, I don't want like the whole entire experience to be my training montage.
Dude, I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. I have said millions of times, like Alex would ask like why I'm always like ready to do things, or it's like, you don't know, anything could happen.
Anything could happen.
Literally anything. It's like, what if the refrigerator explodes? And then you are stuck wearing, like, you don't
in
have
the crisper.
You don't have shoes on. You can't get away. I was like, what if something happens? Like, especially now. What if Red Dawn were to happen?
Yeah.
You would be fucked. You'd be so fucked. You can't even run. What if there's broken glass everywhere? Haven't you watched Die Hard? You have to be ready at a moment's notice.
Especially, and this is like, obviously, if you have a woman at home, you have to be on the ready. If you're a man and you have a woman that you're obligated to, dude, you have to be ready. Now, that gets a lot worse when your woman's a white woman.
I could only imagine.
It's terrifying.
I mean, I have a white woman, so I can't imagine. But I can't imagine being a black man with a white woman.
You know what?
I can't.
I monitor my fellas.
Yeah.
That my white guys with white ladies.
Yeah.
And it feels the same. It seems
as long as it feels the
seems
same. That's good.
Yeah.
See, my brain is like, what would I do if I was a black man with a white woman?
I mean, in 2026, you have like plausible deniability. You know what I mean?
I guess
it's a little bit in your favor. But were you one of the? Do you have Verizon?
Yes.
So was you one of the people?
No.
Whose phone?
So here's the thing: I have T-Mobile for my phone, but I have Verizon for my internet. And
so the internet wasn't.
Internet was not fucked up at all. It wasn't fucked up at all.
It was cellular.
Yeah, it was just
Verizon Cellular.
Just cellular.
So I have Verizon Cellular.
Oh no.
My wife has Verizon Cellular. My son has Verizon Cellular. And for the most part, it wasn't really a problem because while she was at work and she had Wi-Fi, she could still text me.
Sure.
But at one point, she had to go to a meeting. And then, she works where my kids go to school.
Yeah.
So they all come home together. And the day that Verizon was out was one of those days where they had to go straight to jiu-jitsu.
Oh, no.
So what she should have did, texted me before she left.
Uh-huh.
When she got to where Wi-Fi was, texted me again to let me know that she was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she's a white lady.
She didn't do that.
And white women don't live life. White women are LARPing life. They are out there live action role playing life. And I haven't said anything to her yet. Dude,
I haven't said anything about this side quest bullshit life you have.
Because they turn
fake ass
they
life.
can turn a quest into a side quest with their imagination.
Yeah, it happens.
Right? So I'm at home losing my shit because as a father, and you're in a situation like that, you can't relax until all your family is together and you can see that everybody is safe. So I'm losing my shit. And I'm also trying to not, in 2026, cater to my paranoia and neuroses.
Sure.
So I'm trying to do everything I can to not go to the jiu-jitsu gym and make sure that they are there. So I'm like taking the dog for a walk. And like,
I happened to walk by here.
It's like,
oh, wait, no. I was actually, you know what? I wasn't even paying attention.
didn't even realize I got here.
Oh, wait, you guys
I'm
are here?
You're here?
Well, I'm here now.
Dude, it's like Anna doesn't even want to walk. I'm just dragging her. She's like on her
You
side.
have her on your shoulder.
Yeah.
It's raining
I was just
out.
walking the dog.
It's crazy. We got caught up. You know what? I just started spacing out. And
Yeah.
I ended up here.
So
it's crazy.
Then I started getting pissed off about it because, like, I know that she's probably like, oh my God, this is like the post-apocalypse. And I'm like traveling with my kids. And I'm sitting at home losing my shit until I get in touch with them.
Yeah.
But you also have to be like, well, man, I as the man of the house have provided a safe enough haven in the environment that they live on a regular basis, where when this happens, they can have some fun and play apocalypse. I'm gonna play apocalypse and not contact dad.
Ooh, telecommunications are down.
You know,
Fun.
dog. So I hated it. I hated
that
it
sucks.
every second.
How long was that out for?
10 hours.
Damn.
10 hours.
That's, man.
Yeah.
Verizon.
It was from
Verizon.
noon till 10 p.m. From noon to 10 p.m.
Did they give any explanation why?
They're not gonna.
Of course
We're
they're
not getting an explanation.
Dude, every time that shit happens, I got to be honest with you. When they're like, Verizon's out, my brain's like, that was the solar flare.
Mm-hmm.
That was the solar flare that hit the planet, and now it's going to fall. Because my brain does look at, like, sure, Verizon's one network, T-Mobile's another, and fucking, is AT&T still doing it? Do they still do it? My brain's like, okay, yeah, you guys are, you're literally all the same. You just have a different color paint job. You're the same fucking thing. And my brain's like, oh, this is just domino effect.
Yeah.
Sure, Verizon's out now. It's like, then it's just a matter of time before AT&T's out. And it's just a matter of time until T-Mobile. So my brain, when I heard about that, I was like, oh, fuck, yeah, I have T-Mobile, but
it's going down.
It's all going to shit.
Yeah.
And my brain then was like, well, which one of my neighbors am I going to have to kill first?
Oh, you were playing Apocalypse too.
Well, I'm pontificating.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything.
You're prepping.
I'm just thinking like, well, I guess I'd have to kill them first.
Yeah, you have to mentally prep because you have a woman you're obligated to. Yeah. So you're going to have to kill people.
That's exactly. And then I started thinking, I'm like, well, we would have to start, like, my brain was like, we got to get ahead of this. I'm like, we'd have to go to the gas station. We'd fill up gas in the car, and then we'd have fill up some gas cans, get as much water as we could, and then do we hunker down here, or do we go somewhere else? I'm like, yeah, but honestly, would it be easier to escape the city beforehand, or stay in the fucking shit? Like, you don't want to stay in the fucking city when there's fucking just shit going everywhere. You want to go back.
Yeah,
back
at least the suburbs.
Yeah, to the suburbs.
At least the suburbs. If not a rural community.
Yeah.
At the very least, the suburbs.
I mean, I know. So the here's the only thing it would be lame as shit, because like my mom and my stepdad and my brother and my sister, great people, but like, do I want to be around them in the apocalypse? You know, do I want to be around them the whole time?
Yeah, because the apocalypse, especially now at the age that you are now, the apocalypse switches the hierarchy of all things.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like your mom and your stepdad are no longer your mom and your stepdad. They're people who now you're responsible for.
You're also people who need you got a job.
Yeah.
You have to figure out what the
and
jobs
you have to
are.
delegate.
Yeah, that's the thing though. The caveat is being around them, having to figure out who's going to do what and when and how. Mm-hmm. The upside this is that my mom lives one house away from my brother. My sister lives 2 houses. Like, I don't have to worry about distance. I don't have to be like, oh my God, she's over here, we have to go get her. Like, no, walk up the fucking street before the goddamn things start happening. And not only that, my Uncle Rich lives down the street.
Yeah.
My cousin Rich lives down the street. Like, all these people, like, so I'm like, all right, food, water, abundance of guns. Abundance of weaponry. Like like that I already know.
Yeah.
Like, I have a shotgun. I'm like, that's not going to cut it
No,
enough.
not enough.
Not enough.
That's mostly just a visible threat.
That's just a visible threat, but it's also like, it's a distance thing. Like, from here to there, I'm in control. But like, fucking, if I see you coming,
if they take one step back,
damn it!
It's like
my spray only goes so far here.
If he steps out of your shadow,
damn it! It looks cool, sounds cool.
Yeah.
We'll do the trick. But if you have a fucking field rifle, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
If you have any type of like thing with a scope, I'm kind of fucked here.
I call my shotgun Punxsutawney Phil. Because they have to be in my shadow for it to work. Also, I don't have a shotgun. Let me just put that out there. I needed to steal shotgun.
Punxsutawney Phil is a good one of those, like, death's coming early this year. That's pretty good. Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, but you can't be in the city with a lady when everything goes to shit.
No.
There are too many things that can fall on their head.
Yeah.
In the city.
It's all coming down.
And
on top of that, it's Philadelphia, which is constantly under construction. It's not like you have to worry about like a building. You have to worry about scaffolding and a crane and fucking other crap that they just have strewn about for no fucking reason. It's insane.
Our first plan, if things go to shit, is Ansley has to put on a helmet.
Yeah. Oh.
Then we move.
Alex is the same way.
There should be a pink helmet in every house.
Dude, I have
in a glass case.
I have a very form-fitting motorcycle helmet that I have that I've made her wear. I'm like, that is perfect.
Dude, they gotta.
It's just perfect.
They gotta.
Yeah.
It's
a very real thing.
Dog, I'm tempted to make Ansley wear a helmet like that time of the year when it starts getting dark earlier.
Daylight savings.
She's got to wear her daylight savings helmet.
Put on your Equinox helmet, babe. The solstice has happened. Oh, you could see now that you could sell that to white ladies if you put an astrological spin on it. If it was like a solstice helmet or like a zodiac helmet.
Okay.
Like, this is like, you're an Aries. You better put this on.
We call it a panic helmet.
Panic helmet's good. I mean, that's good, but that's not gonna. Women don't want that. They want something they can like, think that the moon controls. Yeah, you know what I mean.
A lunar helmet.
Yeah. That's honestly, if you could have a helmet that actually changed with the phases of the moon. Around her head, dude. That's a $1 billion idea.
A picture of every single astrological.
Oh yeah, if it was just like fucking just all the constellations.
It's just on the helmet. Dude, gotta wear your lunar helmet.
You're immediately saving lives, and you're appealing to the masses, especially with white ladies. That's just killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah, so we got through that.
Yeah,
we got through that as a people. That was our big thing as a society that we had to get through.
After that whole Verizon went down, your lady and your children, are all back in the nest.
Mm-hmm.
Did you reiterate to them the gravity of the situation or the possible gravity of the situation? Did they even understand?
They'll never get it. My son could understand it.
Yeah.
But my wife and daughters will never get it.
They didn't get it at all.
Well, I'm not even going to try.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even going to try. Because it's just going to make them feel like what they did was more fun.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, that was dangerous? We were in danger? You know, and I don't, it's like, I can't articulate it to them in any way, shape, or form that doesn't convince them that what they did was fun and to do it again.
You know, it's crazy because it was only fun for them because there was danger,
Mm-hmm.
but it was at an arm's reach. You know, it was danger, but it was like over their danger.
Yeah.
You know, it's like seeing a building explode and you're a block away. You're like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm not really in any harm.
Mm-hmm.
If it was like in their face, I think they'd be singing a different tune. I think that's where you have to see what it's like. You know,
Yeah.
you have to be involved in it. There's got to be a way.
Yeah, I mean, but you know, but then you're like, if the only way this could have worked, right, is if while this was happening, I stole a car
Straight up.
so they didn't see me pulling up in one of our vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, donned some sort of costume involving a hockey mask and some sort of weaponry.
Uh-huh.
And
And then you abducted them?
yeah, booga booga booga, booga hit him with the booga booga booga. Yeah,
I got to be real with you, dude. I wouldn't take that seriously at all.
Dude.
I don't think, look, I like where you're going.
I would first I'd be wearing gloves. You wouldn't be able to see what color I am, but I'd also be wearing a tight rash
You
guard.
wouldn't be able to see what color I am, but I am going booga booga booga.
Well,
I think.
not booga booga booga. I'm going booga booga booga. It's different.
Ah, okay.
This isn't. It's very close to Afrikaans, right? But it's not. You know, it's a typical.
I got you.
You're being scared, right? Not that I'm doing some sort of tribal dance.
Sure,
to
you're not
summon more.
Yeah, I get
ancestors. You know what I mean?
You don't have a fucking shield made of bamboo, and you're not.
No, well, yeah, I do, but it's for the costume. I only have a few costumes that I can do this with. It's like right next to her helmet.
Sidney, why are you wearing tribal garb? I'm trying to scare you guys. It's the apocalypse.
Gotta scare them straight. You know what I mean? And that's the only way you could really let them feel it.
Yeah.
But then there's an energy, right?
Yeah.
That they know who I am.
Yeah.
So even if they're like part of their conscious brain is like, oh my God, this is terrifying. Part of their subconscious brain will be like, I think this is Dad.
Yeah. See, this is where you gotta, like, honestly, this is where you gotta go. You gotta go.
Murder, suicide.
I mean, you go Benoit.
Kill them all and kill myself, and then they'll learn.
Why'd you do that? I needed to teach you a lesson about the apocalypse, kids.
White ladies don't take life seriously enough.
You don't get how dangerous it can be.
Yeah.
Yes, I went a little overboard.
Yeah, my white wife is too whimsical.
Egg on my face. I fucked up. But I think you have to go, like, in that movie, The Village, they were using, like, they made, like, costumes of, like, these weird monsters that patrolled the village.
Yeah.
And that instilled fear in everyone because every now and again these monsters would come into said village.
Yeah.
If you built a costume of a monster and hid it, and every now and again you could be like, that's what happens. Like, it's a sign of the apocalypse.
Yeah.
You could do that. Like, I don't know. I think about doing that a lot.
Dude, the
I think about doing that.
The movie The Village, I'm sorry, it just cracks me up. Like, imagine you spent your whole entire life thinking that, like, you had to stay confined within this small space. And then one day you break out and you're like, fuck, I live in Lancaster. Holy shit, this is crazy.
You get out and you find the only thing around you is a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, imagine finding out that you live in Lancaster. You've lived in Lancaster for generations of your family have lived in Lancaster, and none of you have ever been to Dutch Wonderland.
Oh my God, that would be. You know what? That's got to be a crazy thing too. Is like when you're living in the village, you get out, and you know you've gone your whole life This is one thing I wish they would have explored in that, but I guess you can't go that long in a Shyamalan movie. They were afraid of these beasts, right? Now the only one that knew they were fake was the blind lady.
Mm-hmm.
But like the rest of the village, besides the elders, didn't know.
Yeah.
Now say they get out of the village, they go out, and they're like, yeah, we've been living our life like these fucking animals are real, and then they get out in the real world and are confronted with like the worst type of human animal.
People from Delco.
They could even fucking imagine. Like, give me the fucking possum people that live in the fucking woods.
Yeah, you finally encountered general contractors from Delco. Yeah. Who just got off work and they don't want to go home to their bitchy ass wives.
They get on a bus and it's just 3 ladies screaming into a speakerphone. They're like, you know what? These people can't even be reasoned with.
Yeah.
At least those possum people, you could be like, well, we have an agreement.
Yes.
You don't go here, I don't go there. Turns out everyone here sucks.
Oh, what a crazy experience that would have to be.
I mean, I wish, you don't ever hear about it now. We don't have any, besides the people on Sentinel Island. Those are an uncontacted tribe who don't really know anything about what's going on in the outside world.
What if they just do? But like, what if these people on the Sentinelese?
Yes, Sentinelese.
What if they actually are not as uncontacted as we think, but they think it's hilarious that they're making people think that?
That would be sick. I honestly be like, yo, way to pull one on everybody.
Also, every time you see footage of them, it definitely seems like they're saying booga booga booga.
Yeah, no, they were definitely They are definitely booga 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 people.
Yeah.
You stay away from that island. You don't go on that island.
Yeah, no, that's they have no Verizon on that.
No,
they
have no Verizon. They're Sprint.
Yeah,
they have. They only
they're Boost Mobile. Cricket.
What was that? Like, I'm actually just using my walkie-talkie feature. It doesn't work anything. But I do think the apocalypse. Like when I was a kid, I was convinced that there would be a third world war before like the year like 2010. Like and it's funny because I wasn't that concerned with Y2K.
Okay.
I remember when the people were like, this is gonna happen, and it's like, is that really what?
Didn't make sense.
I was like, that doesn't. Yeah, I remember just being like, no.
Yeah, we had things that kind of like reset.
Yeah.
Already.
I wasn't that worried about, but the hype was getting crazy. That was, I think, what was more scarier than the actual threat of like all the computers resetting and everyone every computer thinking it was 1900 and the banks collapsing and all that crap. The what was scary is like how hype everyone was getting about it. There were people
all faith in mathematicians and science.
Dude, it was nuts. It was nuts for a good year leading up to that. I remember we went to a New Year's Eve party, and when we were there, I was 16. I remember when we were there were like people, out in fucking Montgomery County, no one really gave a fuck either way. But there was a few people that were like, man, what are you going to do if like midnight everything goes out? And there was a guy who was like, and he points to he had a gun cabinet in his like, and he's like, yeah, he's like, we'll just stay here. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah. I was like, is that a murder-suicide pact?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I was like, all right, dude.
Also, I feel like I was right about everything.
About Y2K?
About Y2K. Because all the experts were telling us that, there's basically a flaw in the system where when it reaches 2000.
Yes.
And that's where I no longer understood what they were saying.
What do you mean?
Like, as far as my comprehension of what they were saying, where it stops, right? When they say there's a flaw in the system.
Yes.
When this reaches the year 2000 and it hits all those zeros.
Yes.
Everything they said after that, I don't get. None of it makes sense to me.
So what I think they were trying, so from what I learned from Office Space, the problem was they were using like 98 instead of 1998. So the computers were confused. They only knew like 1981, and it was just 81, 82, 83, 84, 85 going into 90. So 99, they were afraid. And this is like, if this is how it was, you guys are just fucking retarded. You didn't plan for this. They thought once it reached double zeros, the computers would think that it was like calculations were over, and then the computers would shut down accordingly because the computers would think that the numbers weren't being put in anymore, that the code wasn't updated the right way.
But literally everything that we had technologically that would go to zero went to one again. And
well, I think that was what they were afraid of. They thought, I think some people thought that it would go, like they thought it would be 1900. Like the computers.
So what if it thought it was 1900?
Again,
computers didn't even exist in 1900.
I know. You have the dude. This is
the new 1900 now.
People were retarded.
Dude, it made no sense.
It is
like, if that's what happens, let's all just start back over at 1900 then.
That would be sick.
What would the problem be?
No one. Everyone thought that it was going to be like the telecommunications were going to think that certain data wasn't being inputted, and they would just delete the data. And what everyone was concerned about was, like, banking information being compromised. I mean,
well, yeah, but listen, I understand that they thought things were going to happen.
Yeah.
I don't understand how those things would have happened.
No, that's the whole thing. When the year 2000 happened,
yeah,
and none of that happened,
I was right.
You were right, but also they were also like, why did we think that was going to happen? Everyone was like, why did we think that was going to happen?
That's people having too much fun with smart brains.
Sure.
Like, you don't have enough real problems to solve with your smart brain that you're making up problems.
I also do believe that was a joke rumor made up by like a smart person and telling it to someone who's smart but not as smart, who then thought too much about it, then ran with it. I think it was started out as like something like, dude, it's going to suck when the year 2000 happens. Like, what are you talking about? It's like,
you haven't heard about it?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, you haven't heard about it?
The two numbers that we've been using to abbreviate 1998.
Yeah.
When it gets to zero, what do you think the computer's going to think?
Dude.
And they were like, holy shit, I didn't even think about that.
Dude, we're all idiots.
It's mind-blowing.
So, before I lived here, this is back, I think it was before my son was born, so this was at least 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Right? There was a lunar eclipse.
Yes.
Okay? So we were all standing outside of my apartment complex. It was me and a bunch of people from the apartment complex. And this is like the first time in our adult lives that we're seeing a lunar eclipse because just the way the cycle works.
Yeah.
So we don't have a recollection from childhood of what a lunar eclipse was like because I don't remember when the last time there was one before that one. Right?
I don't know.
Not important. What's important is that we all thought the lunar eclipse was going to happen a lot faster than it happened. And we were just out there just like, holy
for hours,
shit.
Just like,
This is not moving at all. Like, what are we doing? This is crazy, right? So we're out there and it's just inching along.
Yeah.
Right? And it gets to the point where it's like maybe 3/4 of the way to a lunar eclipse. And some of the people that are outside go, I'm just going to call it here. And they're about to go walk back in. And I said...
Calling the lunar eclipse is so funny. Cashing it like, this didn't happen fast enough for me.
No, I'm going to have to go.
Wait, you're talking about this celestial thing that's been happening for millions of years? It's not moving fast.
It's not, and it wasn't.
I mean, they are slow. They are slow.
And you got to keep in mind, we were all out there like mad long after our initial wonderment of it all.
The whimsy it brings you.
Dude, it was like our knees were starting to hurt for standing so long. You know what I mean? It was like we were starting to be aware of the burden of our physical bodies.
Did any of you have like the special glasses you were?
No, this is a lunar eclipse. You need those
yes.
for a solar.
Sorry.
So this is
solar and
nighttime.
lunar.
This is nighttime.
You're right.
Yeah,
you are right.
So we're out there. I got a solar eclipse story too. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, I got one.
So we're out there for the lunar eclipse, and people are like, "We're gonna call it. We've been out here for so long. We're gonna call it. We're starting to hurt." And they started to leave, and I said, "Well, it's bad luck if you start watching an eclipse and leave before it's finished." I said that.
I mean, that sounds real.
I said that, and then we all laughed about it because we all knew that I was joking.
And then none of
And
you
then
laughed.
everyone stayed. We were all like, "Hey, that's funny." I said, but that's not true. Is that true?
Yo, man, it's like I don't know how the universe
we
works.
made up a superstition.
That's
as
great.
a group, and then believed it so much.
Yes.
that we all stayed there till like 2:00 in the
Mass
morning.
hysteria.
Dude, it was crazy. That easy. It was that easy.
It's
I
nuts.
wasn't even trying to not make a joke.
Yeah, but it sounds so benign.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like, even if you're like, I think it comes down to like superstitions that we have are all man-made.
Mm-hmm.
However, they're man-made involving other man-made things. Like walking under a ladder is bad luck. But we made that ladder. We know the ladder's constructed. Stepping
That
on
at
a
least
crack.
comes from something.
Straight up.
Because there was a time when walking under a ladder was bad
could
luck.
get you killed.
That
Sure,
was very bad luck.
But when it comes to cosmic things that we have no control over, that you could be like, yeah, I know. I don't give a fuck about walking on a ladder. I don't give a fuck about stepping on a crack. I don't give a fuck about picking up a face down penny. But I don't know how the fucking moon really
it's the
works.
moon.
Yeah, it's the moon,
It's the
dude.
moon.
It's the moon
I'm
and
not-
the planet. I can't fuck with
I'm not
that.
being risky with the moon.
Yo, does anybody know what? I don't
come
even know what the
on, man.
moon's made of, motherfucker. I'm not fucking around with the moon.
Nah.
You just go with it.
Yo, I don't play with the moon like
Dude,
that.
so the solar eclipse,
Mm-hmm.
I think that was, was that 2020? It may have been 2020. So the solar eclipse, everyone, it's like during the pandemic, and everybody I remember was also, one, worried about the pandemic. They were worried about being outside, but no one was going to miss this solar eclipse.
Yeah, I think the pandemic had just ended.
In 2020?
Because I don't know if it was 2020.
I
remember, so part of my story involves us being on the campus of the school that.
Maybe it might have been 2021. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Either way, I do know people were still trying to social distance because in Rittenhouse Park, where everyone went to witness the solar eclipse, I remember I was like standing on a bench because the way that the cloud cover was coming in, I was trying to get like over these, like I was trying to see over like this treetops, and I sat down and there was a dude who climbed a tree, and he was like up there, and everyone's like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "You gotta understand, this is the first solar eclipse that is happening," and like he named like how many years it had been, and he's like, "This is the only time where not only is it a solar..." That was the thing. It wasn't just a solar eclipse. It was a solar eclipse where all the planets were also aligned.
Yeah.
It was like a crazy, like one in like however many thousands of year thing. And he was like, "This is the only time where the celestial bodies are all aligned." And he's like yelling this to everybody. And he's like, "This is the only time where you will actually become your true self." And everyone was like kind of clapping, like, wow, he's like making a good like argument. He's like, "And my true self, I have the heart of a jaguar, and I'm going to remain in this tree and take on the traits of a jaguar." Dude, everyone stopped clapping, was like, "Get the fuck out of this tree, dude. What are you doing? You made this now retarded."
You try to be a transwar?
Dude.
That's crazy.
He stayed in the tree, and the eclipse happened, and everyone. So here's the thing.
Wait, and what manner in which what was he treeing? Like
he was laying down on, like, you know how like jaguars would like nap in a tree?
I know how jaguars would nap in a tree, but like did he look jaguar-esque?
No, he looked like a crazy homeless man.
Okay.
He looked like, and this is
He
where
didn't look sleek and sexy.
No. He was not. He didn't look like the hood ornament of a car.
Yeah.
He looked like shit. But really, what blew my mind was he said all this. And people were like, you're a fucking nut. And then he laid down in the tree, and everyone was like, if he is right, though, like, maybe I'll become something.
Listen, I don't believe he's right. I'm just going to think about my spirit animal right now,
There were people, so then people started, like, laying down on the grass and kind of, like, stretching out like they were different animals.
Yeah.
There were people that were on their hands and knees, like, kind of
like being bears.
Kind of like just arching their back. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? And really what I think gave credit to this guy's claim was that he was homeless and crazy.
Yeah.
And if you watch any movie, the harbingers of truth are usually the crazies that no one does believe.
Yeah.
The harbingers are like, don't go in there. There's a mass killer that's been doing that, and you're like, get out of here, you fucking wacky asshole. That's not a thing.
They only say things that are true.
I mean, this ended up not being true. Full disclosure, he did not turn into a jaguar.
Whoa, no. Did he say he was going to turn into a jaguar?
He said he was going to adopt the traits of a jaguar.
Adopt the traits.
And become the true form of a jaguar.
Like
I don't know if he meant physically.
Okay.
I don't know what he meant. But all he did spout that he was going to be more jaguar than man. And I think other people, again, who began to laugh at this man as the eclipse was happening, like, fuck, I better get animal before this eclipse happens.
Yeah, I'm feeling a little ocelotty myself.
Yeah. So then what was crazy is, like, I'm sitting in the park and I'm watching this happen. And people were like, where he was in this tree, people were crowded around at the bottom of the tree.
Nah, what if he sprays?
Dude, I was like, this is
jaguar now.
Nuts. So then you're watching all these people kind of like get down on their hands and knees and like stretch out and fan out. And you're like, what is happening? And these weren't like, liberal white ladies. It was a eclectic group of people that were like, what if he is right? There was a guy in a suit who was clearly coming from or going to some sort of corporate job.
Yeah.
Who then stopped in the middle of the park, saw that people were like, yeah, he might turn into animals during this. And he got down on the ground.
Dude.
So I'm watching this happen, dude, and then the eclipse happens. So then there's a part where the whole sky's blotted out.
Yeah.
You can see the ring of the sun, and you're like, whoa, nuts. And then it starts, the eclipse starts to end. And as soon as the eclipse ends, everyone who like just gets up and they're like, dude, the audible sighs of God damn it it was amazing. Watching all of these people get up and then have to go back to their fucking lives.
Yeah.
Not a bear.
Dude, whatever happens during the eclipse stays in the eclipse. That's in the eclipse.
Not me. I was calling all of them retarded. I was following them around.
But it was in the eclipse. Like you were speaking to a human afterwards. Not their spirit.
Their spirit animal.
Their spirit animal.
No, I was shitting on every spirit animal.
Looking down upon them.
I was like, I'm gonna wear you as a jacket, you dumb shithead.
Yeah.
You don't think as soon as you turn into a bear, I'm not gonna shoot you in the head? Get out of here.
We gotta eliminate bears. We can't have bears in the city of Philadelphia. That's crazy.
I can have a bear wolf. Get out of here. That's not how it's gonna work.
No, we were on the campus of the school, and like you said, there was cloud coverage. If you remember, it was very cloudy and very hazy, so you could actually look at the eclipse without any glasses. And this person came up to us. They had their back to the eclipse. We're like watching it. Kind of above, and they're walking over to us, and you could just see the way she was walking over to us, because this was like a scholastic administration, where people think they know shit. So she came up to us and she was like, "Well, you're not supposed to look directly at the eclipse because blah 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 blah." And I goes like, "What if it's like 80% cloud coverage?" And
I don't think you're still supposed to look at it.
Why?
I don't know.
Because
you're still like staring at the sun.
But all the reasons you're not supposed to look at the eclipse, which is that border around it is so bright because of the darkness in the middle. Well, everything has a filter over top of it.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Like, dude, it was more powerful than sunglasses.
Well,
And I can still see. Well, I'm losing my vision. To be fair, I have been losing my vision.
I am only partially blind.
Yes.
Now,
I do have to wear reading glasses.
Did that happen post solar eclipse?
I can't even remember when the solar eclipse was. I've been in denial about my eyes failing for quite some time.
Are you gonna get corrective surgery?
Corrective surgery?
Like the laser thing? Like the fucking where they
I thought you meant like a penile extension.
No. I'm in,
like my eye.
Have you been looking at your dick with your bad eyes?
It's better. It's a little. It's longer and wider now.
All I see is shape.
Yeah, dude. Yes, it's one thing you don't realize is that blur makes things bigger.
Yeah, I guess it does. It does get a little bit, oversaturated. It's like bleeding out.
It's a little. Yeah.
I can't imagine looking at your dick with the readers
Dude,
on.
it's so girthy now. I'm trying to pull my head further away from it so I can be more blurry.
The readers on the tip of your...
Nah, I'm not. I don't want to look at my
you don't
with corrective lenses now.
See that clear?
No, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it in 4K.
Maybe you could do that if you go and be like, "Yo, can you correct my vision? But can you still make my dick blurry? When I look at my dick, can you give me the dick blur?"
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, if you, I want to change. Like, I don't know if it's nearsighted or farsighted, but I don't want to see here. See this? From here to here.
Actually,
make it blurry?
Can you put a lens in my eyes when I look down at my dick? I see a completely different dick. That would be sick. Like a contact lens with a little watermark,
like a little penis on it. A little penis that only matches up with your penis.
It's like, now that's what I'm talking about.
We can sell that.
Yeah,
that's the first official product to come out.
Don't
you dare anybody listening to this try to steal our idea.
So here's another thing that's crazy. Before we even get into the rest of the solar eclipse thing, so now, and I saw it. It wasn't advertised, but it was like one of those things where it was an advertisement for a product, and then it was like displaying all the things you could do with said product, and it was like a pair of Google glasses for the most part.
Yeah,
but when you put them on, it like, showing like you could like basically it was almost like gives you like a heads up display of everything going on. It almost like makes you look like you're in Tony Stark's helmet.
Okay.
It's just shit all around you.
Yeah.
But then wildly enough,
yeah,
it was a dude, he's like, and you can also augment reality in certain ways. He's like, you can just put filters on people. And he was talking to someone and he like, tapped he was controlling it on his phone. And he was talking to some dude, and the dude became George Clooney while the guy was talking. And I was like, oh, man.
Well, you know what I'm doing with it.
You're having sex with yourself.
No.
Oh.
Everybody's in blackface.
Oh, you're just doing blackface for fun?
Everybody. Dude, everybody I talk to in blackface.
I mean, what happens if you look at a black person in it?
Blacker face.
I was going to say, do they blow up?
Yeah, it's like the Event Horizon. Yeah,
it's like two magnets trying to go together.
Yeah,
it doesn't work
you
out.
Get sucked into a portal. Just like, oh no.
Yeah, you can't look at Manute Bowl in blackface. You'll die. But yeah, he did it, and like the dude he was talking to became George Clooney, and he's like, now that's better. He's like, now I'm having a conversation with somebody I actually want to listen to. It's like, man. Imagine like just your wife's arguing with you and like, you know what, I'd rather be yelled at by just
make her George Clooney.
Yeah, make her George. That's the only setting you have. I only have George Clooney on this. Yeah, it's wild to have sex with George Clooney.
The George Clooney patch for these classes.
Imagine fucking your wife from behind. She turns around and it's just George Clooney. Like, oh yeah, thank you. That would be a nightmare.
Dude, I know this is like a little off topic, but I found out last night. So I watched a documentary about the movie John Wick on Netflix right now.
Great. How do you feel about the John Wick series?
It's how do I say this? I don't even remember the fourth installment.
Fourth one's great.
Okay.
Fourth one is great.
But here's the deal. I barely remember the third. I kind of remember the second. The first one is seared in my mind because it was like the first of its kind.
Yeah.
Overall, I think it's one of the best franchises in the history of movie franchises.
I agree with you.
And I don't even remember it all.
I think the John Wick series
is
as far as when it goes down to like sequels of an action movie that can get really fucking stupid, I think they did a great job of making it not fucking stupid in any capacity.
Yeah.
They did a fucking great job, and all the characters are really, really good.
Yep.
That's the other thing. None of the characters are like, this fucking retard, like this is fucking stupid. No, they did a great job with everyone. Anyway, so John Wick.
They were having trouble. So John Wick almost didn't happen, the movie. Originally it was supposed to be Jason Statham, by the way.
Oh man. See, now that's
that's a lie. That's a lie. Let me take that back. So the gunfu, the gunjitsu that they invented for John Wick.
Yeah.
It was this stunt company that ended up getting the chance to direct this movie. Now, before that, when they were just stunt people, they worked with Keanu Reeves on The Matrix. That's how they ended up having the idea for John Wick, because they wrote the movie John Wick. Keanu Reeves convinced people to have them direct it. Now, as a stunt company and them and their homeboys, they invented gunfu. They would just be at the studio, like, we don't have any projects, so I'm gonna give you guys some parameters and go make a fight choreography of this. Yeah. And they would just do that all the time just to keep getting sharp. Sick. And they invented gunfu. And they were like, they had the movie The Safe House with Jason Statham. Yeah. And they were like, well, let's give this gunfu to Jason Statham. Jason Statham saw gunfu and was like, I don't like it. I want to make some changes. And they ended up only giving him like a small segment of gunfu in one fight scene.
Okay.
But it's the precursor to what was going to happen in John Wick.
Okay.
So now they're having trouble getting money for John Wick. They need $6.5 million because one of the backers told them that they had the money, but they didn't actually have it. And they have to have it by Monday. I don't know what day it is, but they need it by Monday. Right? And they never really...
Classic Wick.
Classic by Monday. Dude. It's like, all right. Whatever.
Damn it.
And they're like, we don't know how we're going to get this money by Monday. And they ended up getting the money. And the person who backed it, who also has a producer credit in the beginning of the movie John Wick, Eva Longoria.
Good for her.
Just out of nowhere. Like, how did that even happen?
I mean, that's how I think, or at least how I wish more movies would get made. Mm-hmm. Like, you have like an actress or an actor who's like, you know what? I haven't been working a lot.
Yeah.
But I do have money. Mm-hmm. And you know what? You know what movie I'd like to see made? This one.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I wish. Not like going down this crazy producer road where like you're dealing with these like really shitty people who are like, yeah, we don't care what kind of movie we like. We're just trying to make. We're just trying to make money.
Dude, Eva Longoria is just coasting on John Wick royalties.
What a fucking babe.
Isn't that
Good
crazy?
For her, though.
Yeah,
Good
that is crazy. So, what were we talking about before that? That was a little sidebar. That was a side quest.
Yeah, that was a side quest.
I just LARPed.
You just LARPed.
I'm a white woman. I just white womaned.
Oh, I was talking about the Google glasses.
Oh yeah.
Talking about the Google glasses, and you said you would make everyone have blackface. But what I will say is,
no, I just imagined everyone with blackface for a second. It's better. Every time I imagine it, it gets funnier.
It would be wild to bring. Do you think? Now, that's a stupid question. I was going to say, do you think blackface will come back? Do you think blackface?
It never left.
It kind of left.
No, it didn't.
It kind of left.
Dude, in your circles, maybe, but even then, no.
I mean, there's audio blackface, which I don't agree with.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that. I think some people just sound hood. You know, I think people just sound culture. Maybe it's cultural appropriation, but do I think it's audio blackface? Absolutely not. Absolutely.
I mean, I don't have a problem with regular blackface.
I mean, you strike me as the type of person who would.
I mean, I don't see what the problem is. I don't get offended by it.
I think it's because you understand that it's either one, jokey, or two, it's not even meant to be offensive. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I just. You're
just not offended by blackface.
Just one day, I woke up and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna decide what I get offended by.
Sure. But see, the problem is you also, in that same realm, you decide on, you're honestly dictating or negating, and again, not that you care. If you decide what you're going to get offended by, and if it's something that everyone sees as offensive,
Mm-hmm.
you then are now offensive to those people.
Oh, that's fair.
And it's like I think that's
fair.
but you say it's fair. I think it's unfair.
If I need context for something, then it's not offensive. That's my rule.
If you need context,
If I need
for
context for something, then it's not offensive.
Huh.
Like you and you see this happen too. Like with like black people be in a room. You know, we're talking, we're facing this direction. Somebody behind us is like, nah, yo, that nigga can kiss my ass. Now we got to look to see what color that person was. And we're like, oh, he's black. It's cool.
I mean, sure.
And it's still, if I need to look to see what color he is to be offended, then I'm not offended.
Now, if I am in blackface when I say it, does that cancel? Are you not offended even more?
So maybe I wasn't clear about this. Okay, so the reason why I would put the blackface patch on everybody in the Google Glasses is to give my brain a rest, because that's what I'm always doing with my normal.
You're already putting people in blackface.
I have never spoken to somebody that wasn't in blackface. I've never had a face-to-face interaction with a non-blackface human in my life.
I mean, I've tried to do that with whiteface on black people. It doesn't work.
Yeah, they just like mimes.
Yeah,
it's not as
they
fun.
really do.
Then when they do the robot, it sends messages.
It's very crazy.
And then when you put whiteface on a black person in your mind, and then when they do the worm, it's like, oh, okay, what's happening here? What's happening here?
But they're doing this, and it's like, what are they? What is that? A phone? I don't know. And then they're doing.
Yeah,
it's like, oh. They're trapped by oppression.
Yeah, it is. It's an oppressive box.
I mean, black mimes. Are there black mimes?
Yes.
There's got to be black.
There are black mimes.
I've never seen them.
I've never seen I think you have seen. I think if I'm not mistaken, I would have to go back and check. But I think the mime from Animaniacs was a black.
The mime from Animaniacs was a black man?
He's all black and just has a white face.
That doesn't mean that he's black.
He was literally a man that was black.
I mean, he's a black man, but he's not an African.
What do you mean?
Where
do black men come from? He's not an African American man. He was an obsidian. He was a
that's not. I guess
black man.
I guess I mean, technically, yes, he's black. But he ain't black.
No. He's black. He's black. Yeah, he's a Mundus black.
I don't remember that black man. I don't remember that black mime. And I'm not saying there isn't black mimes. I'm just saying I've never seen a black
my bad. He's white.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Yo, that's white as hell, dude.
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Come on, look at the hair.
I don't know. I was doing that thing that black people do when they rewrite
Actually, you know what you're doing? You were putting blackface on a white face.
Yeah.
You were jumping the shark into blackface.
I did.
That is. Do you put animals in blackface? Now that's funny to me.
That's different. All animals are black. All of them, except for maybe the sloth. You ever see how fast animals are? There's no way they're white. It's crazy. Dude, a kangaroo in like one bound can jump like 40 feet.
Yeah, I guess.
You think it's white?
I think it's a black ass animal.
Come on, man. Every bird.
Would you say
that is fly? You think birds are flying? They're not. They be fly.
Are snakes black?
Are snakes black?
Yeah.
Let me think about this. Well, yeah. If you ever hear them finish what they're saying, they go. This is what they say. They go, shit. That's what they're actually saying. So yeah, they're black.
Well, do you think there's? Name the blackest dinosaur.
The blackest dinosaur?
Blackest dinosaur.
Probably the T-Rex.
You think T-Rex is the blackest dinosaur?
Okay, think about this. When the T-Rex shows up, what does everybody in the neighborhood do?
Well, you can't move. Its vision is based on movement.
Well, no. Before, like when they see the T-Rex coming, if they go, "Hey, T-Rex coming," what does everybody do?
I guess everyone runs away.
Yeah, they fucking move.
Yeah,
they relocate.
but I know. Thank you, Steven Spielberg, that you don't move when the T-Rex is around because the eyesight is bad and it hates the rain. Yeah, they're black.
Yeah.
Hates rain. Eyes bad eyesight. Can't see at night.
Mm-hmm.
Loud.
Yeah.
Loud.
Yeah, I was just talking to a friend of mine who had an epiphany the other day because he went back and he went back to like look at Thundercats from back in the day.
Yeah.
And then he came to me with his mind blown with something that obviously we in the black community have known from
that everyone knows Panthro is black?
For sure.
Everybody knows
Everyone knows that.
That's not even a black commute. That's everybody.
Everyone knows it. Dude, he literally texted me, "Hey, did you realize that Panthro was black?" So, dog, it's 2026.
What are you talking?
What the hell kind of question is that? That's insane. That's almost in the time that we've been friends, in the amount of like 14, 15 years close to?
Yeah, about that.
You've never heard me accuse anything or anyone of being racist.
No.
That's my closest friend. That was the most racist thing that's ever been said to me. It's like, how did you not know that? Like,
everybody
what
knows
the
it.
hell? You have to make an effort in life to stay away from that information.
That's not even an argument because people can make their own. It's like, no, he's blue. He's a fucking anthropomorphic animal. It's like, yeah, but he's black as hell.
Yeah.
Like, he's the most black one.
Dude, and it's crazy because like he didn't realize until he was watching the episode of Thundercats where Panthro got diagnosed with diabetes. He's not blue because that's his color. He's drinking Kool-Aid. He drank so much Kool-Aid.
There's also an episode where he flips out on Mummer for scuffing his shoes.
Oh,
it is a wild episode. Motherfucker!
You know how much these Tims cost? Dude, his car is what I like to call it a Cadillac. And he's the only one with a whip, if you notice that.
He does have a whip, yes.
And the seats all laid back. You ever have that car? Like as a toy growing up, the seats like this.
When they would go, they're like, well, they're trying. That's another thing. He would always show up. He would always show up late to battle too. Mm-hmm. And he's like,
because he was building stuff for the battle.
No, he was on CPT. He was colored Panthro time. He's on Panthro time.
Yeah.
Come on, Lionel. I'm just saying we need to do this. I was depending on him to be here.
Yeah, and just the way that the Thundercats were called into battle.
It's great.
That's like assembling your homies.
Yeah, it is a homie assemblage.
Thundercats, ho!
Oh! It is wild when you see all of them jumping around.
Yeah. Like, they're coming in all low.
Holy shit. Well, I definitely think we did it on that one.
Yeah, what did we do?
Well, we definitely declared war on the apocalypse.
The apocalypse.
We definitely declared war on the apocalypse, and I think we declared war on celestial movements of the sun and moon.
Yeah, it was like apocalyptic behaviors.
Yeah, definitely. Apocalyptic behaviors.
Yeah, because
sure.
That was definitely precursor to the apocalypse. I got nervous. I thought so. You thought solar flares. I instantly thought hackers. And then I instantly thought subterfuge, and my brain was like, we have to protect Candace Owens now. Dude, this is all a ploy to get Candace Owens. Verizon isn't down. Candace Owens is being hunted.
Damn. Would you take Candace in?
Would I take her in?
Yeah, I'd take her in.
Oh, no, she's too hot.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah.
That's you put a target on you immediately.
Yeah, I can. But have her live with me and my family? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Sorry, bitch.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no.
You know what? You give her some food and water, and then you send her on her way.
I think she might be too hot for that. I can't have my wife see me give her food and water and send her on her way. You know, it's like, that's crazy.
Did you send her on her way? I told her to hit the bricks.
What'd you give her? Food from where?
Why does this food have your phone number on?
Yeah, I just like a bowl of spaghetti, and I just like shape the pasta into it's like at Sidney Gantt. It's like
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know how to get me.
Yeah, hit me up in my DMs. girl.
Holy shit. Well, thank you guys for joining us on this episode of World War Fun. If you are not on the Patreon, get your shit together. The apocalypse is coming. You need to do it. You get a bonus episode. You get secret unreleased episodes. You become part of the community, all for just $3. It's an amazing deal. And honestly, it's an apocalypse special, $3.
Yeah.
There's not much you can get for $3 now.
Yeah.
but you can become part of the League of White Shadows for only $3 whole.
That's
Also,
such a steal.
if you guys are interested, pick up the book Solomon. The link will be in the description.
Dude, stop saying that. Interested or not, pick up the book Solomon. Read some shit. Get interested.
The apocalypse is
Come on. If you're interested, dude.
It's analog.
Like, motherfuckers are going to read. You got to.
That is.
You're
Are they going to read?
No, they're not going to read. Because it's not even about whether or not they're interested. Because they can just get the book to support you. Maybe they'll read it later down in life.
That's a crazy thing.
It's a book.
Yeah, it is a book. I guess it isn't going anywhere. Use
Yeah,
it, prop
get
up your
the
window.
book.
Get the book.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just get the fucking book.
Just get the book. The link will be in the description. We're going to switch it over to the Patreon. You guys have been phenomenal. I've been Ryan Sidney. This has been Sidney Gantt. This has been World War Fun. Later.